Hello everyone, my name is Stanisław Frejlak, I am professional one dan, and here we are reviewing the third round of the London Open. The top board, Chun Fang, plays Choi Woosung from Korea, and Chun Fang here takes white. The end ended up on the third place. The game starts with this attachment, very early attachment, but actually often seen nowadays. Black connects. This is all the most usual development. And then what white often does is go into the corner. Black can play the Atari, and then if white connects, black gets a corner. We can maybe compare it with a well-known Joseki, like this, and then black manages to block white from above. So better for black maybe, but black started here with two moves. And another possibility for white is to go into the corner and then capture black stone. This is also a Joseki, it gives black a big influence on the outside. But apparently white in this game didn't want to play territorial. White wanted to get also a moyo himself. That's why white extends, builds a wall for now, not yet a moyo. This shape in general is very good. Usually black should be satisfied with such a situation. White pushes and then black continues to build a wall, and white also builds a wall, and then connection. The players didn't want to cut each other. I don't know, I think it would be also good to cut like this. Difficult to choose between such moves. And then I thought that black will still continue to go even further, but actually right now black thinks that white's shape is weak, and the most common move would be to hit white's weakness like this. I don't know, white will probably not just connect, not even like this. I think that white will try to look for something more dynamic. Well, this is one possibility, but black finds this other move. Now, if white secures the shape there, then black connection is done with this move. Or maybe push first and then... Well, we could connect, but in fact we don't have to. We can also just play like this, and then white's influence is gone. White doesn't want it to look like this and plays this tiger's mouth to somehow destroy black's base. However, of course, there is a weakness in white's shape. Black can just cut. Black didn't do it right now because black still wanted a bit more to build himself and not to just destroy and start a fight immediately at the beginning of the game. Even though, I don't know, maybe it's an option. Black just played Hane, and then if white plays here, now it would be terrible for white. But white just first played an exchange and then secured the shape. So, as a result, white gets a very steady position, and black goes up. We also saw it in the previous game of Chun Fang against the Korean 7th dan, that the Korean also stood up. But here it's more explainable because the cut just doesn't work. The black shape is much stronger than in the game from the previous round, which we looked at. So black is building a big moyo, and I think that the most usual thing to do would be to throw a stone somewhere there to neutralize black's wall. But instead, white adds a move. Very calm. In general, in this game, Chun Fang was playing so calm, not going against black's moyo too directly. Black gets another move, and then white still doesn't attack. I think I would play here, but white just plays from his already standing stone. And then attachment. A bit unusual choice. The attachment is played against this corner because this is already sure points. This is already sure points for black because this is a corner enclosure made from a komoku point, made from a 3-4 point. So no wait for white to go in and live. But here there is still this possibility of playing this move, of playing that move, of playing that move. So maybe attaching is premature because it will strengthen black, and then the edge in the corner will be gone. In the game it went like this. Black gets influence on the outside, and then the corner is also quite safe. So maybe instead of that move, better to just play like this. Something not so direct. Okay, but in the game is this way. Black didn't want to let white go into the corner like it was earlier on the bottom, because the corner here is very big. And this move also serves defending that corner. If black just plays like this, white could seize black's corner. This would be not nice for black, so black plays such an exchange. And then I think it is good time to enclose such a moyo. But black didn't want to do it because black thought that, well, such strong walls, maybe it's a bit ineffective. Even if white goes in, still biggest part of the moyo is secured. But it would not be a bad idea to close this box. With the attachment first, why? If we play such a move first of all, white can play this one, which might be annoying. Second of all, later to the attachment, white can more freely give black influence. But if we attach right now, then white cannot choose such moves, because then black would skip adding a move in the center, as black got so strong already. So this is a good idea to attach first and then block the moyo. Instead, black destroys white's area. It doesn't look like such an urgent move to me, because even if white plays here, it's still not very big. And instead of answering like that, white plays to the other side, which kind of shows that black's move is not that, doesn't threaten much. It threatens that black splits white, but white is safe on both sides. Black attached, and then white's choice is questionable. Maybe white thought that it will go like this, and then it would be better than this variation, as it created cutting points in black's shape. But black changes the direction, plays Atari from the other side, and then destroy white's shape in the corner. White had hopes that still the corner is secured with such a block, but in fact black can go in and white cannot keep the corner because there are too many weaknesses. White didn't block, white just reinforced the shape, and then nice combination of black. Good exchange. Why is it a good exchange? If we didn't exchange, then there would be still a weakness in black's shape, and like this we make sure that the weakness is not there. The good news for white is that there are a bit more points on the bottom, but anyway the bottom side was rather strong, so white maybe didn't need to make it even stronger. In the game, white plays a probing move. If black answers simply, well, black's shape is bad and white goes in. I think that not even like this. Why would white get attached emotionally to this stone? This is already a good exchange, and we can go further. Or maybe we can pull out that stone, because that stone might actually cause a lot of troubles. If black plays like this, white gets onto the side, the corner is enclosed, so maybe black will need to one day to add a move to make sure it lives. Yeah, difficult for black. These stones are also a bit thin. Like, in general, I believe that this way white can not too difficult life in just creating a group. So black first plays a few exchanges and then just captures the stone. Very solid move. And even if white plays here, these stones are not in a big trouble. There is a living group nearby. Black can just take care of the right side. So in fact, this agi is not very concerning for black. That agi is much more of a reason to be afraid. Probably this stone is a bit misplaced. It would be better to play there. But still, black added a move, and then white already got some help, which will later make it easier to go in. For now, white goes very deep. If now black plays from bottom, let's say, then white can surely create life in the corner. So black decides to secure the corner, even though the corner is not big, but probably black just doesn't want white to make life. But white will not go like this. Like this, it would be difficult to make life. White will go further and give black a choice to play either from one side and kill that stone, but then let white live on the other side, or give white more space with such a move. Or even different, white now invades here. Later in the future, it might get connected with that stone at A. These two stones might help each other. For now, white is just flexible. throw a stone here, throw a stone there, throw a stone there. It all started with that peep, as we remember. And white doesn't yet know where white will try to make a group to create life and take away a big part of black's moyo. Black attached, probably hoping for this continuation to get a lot on the right side. But for now, white doesn't play this move, even though it looks so natural. White plays elsewhere. As I say, white is just throwing stones, throwing stones. Why does white play away? Because white didn't yet choose whether white wants to play like this, and then I don't know, maybe start causing some troubles to black's shape, or maybe it will be better to play from the other side and try to make life. So I think this move of black was a bit risky. If it gave white only one possibility, this would be not too bad. The general rule in Go is that you should give the opponent two possibilities, but maybe not if when you're protecting your moyo and there are just many weaknesses in your shape which white can use to either create a group here or there. So it would be better to just play a solid move, which makes sure that that stone won't be a much of a trouble later. And also, like in general, you don't attach to weak stones. So this is why black's move is a bit surprising. You shouldn't really attach to a stone you want to attack. White played away and then black played another move. So maybe white thought that if black plays another move, it's a bit slow for black. It is like if white plays here, black plays there. And then there is this exchange which still leaves some agi. So that's why white didn't continue immediately. Well, but the question is, maybe it just this area on the right side is more urgent because the moyo is so huge. So not sure if that calm corner enclosure was best, but we can see that this is just white's style in this game. White is just playing very, very calm, not doing much against black's moyo. Then white came, just threw a few stones and then play away. White is waiting, and this is a very wise attitude. Then still, white builds, and of course also reduces black. If white didn't play this move, for example, white played the move on the left side, then, well, black could play this attachment we talked about before, and then try to enclose all the moyo on a big scale. So white jumps. And then the next move of black feels quite natural, because there is that lonely group on the left side. This lonely group, and it can be attacked. It cannot be killed, this for sure no. White will easily manage, let's say white plays like this, it's already enough space to live, but black gets a lot on the outside. White finds a stronger move, this one, and thanks to the proximity of these stones, black cannot split white now, because now if black connects, white still manages to connect from underneath. If black pushes further, then two stones just die. So after this Atari, black went up and white connected. Well, very, very good move of white to cut instead of just playing this mundane life-making move and giving black all the outside. Like this, it's more difficult for black on the outside. The stone is not possible to capture in a ladder. But there is a weakness, and maybe black can try to play a ladder breaker, for example. Well, this is a good ladder breaker. I think it's not a bad idea. But maybe white would just ignore. And then probably we still don't cause too much harm in white's area. For now, black doesn't yet know how the agi of the two stones which cut each other will be used, so doesn't play such a direct move like a ladder breaker. Instead, black starts making trouble nearby. So it is again that idea of throwing a grenade or of like cause a trouble if you don't yet know how to use an agi nearby. An attachment in the corner and then cut. So black is trying to make a group here. If white extends, then probably it's already a bit easy for black to make life. At least in white plays from the other side, black tarried. If black goes down, then what will white do? If white goes like this, I think it's risky for white. So maybe white goes like this, but then maybe it's better to not give white a ponduki. Not sure. Because on the other hand, now we in the future still have a possibility of playing this move. But comparing these two variations, I think I would take this one as, for example, after that move of black, there is a good continuation. Or if we become desperate, we can start a ko here. So there is more agi in white shape because we didn't lose the stone. If we lose a stone, if we give our opponent a ponuki, no agi is left. Black played Atari immediately. This was a good choice, and white connected. If black connects first, then later white will not connect to that Atari, because even if black wins the ko, the shape is so funny, so bad. So play Atari immediately. I don't know, maybe white could actually start the ko. Maybe with this move, or maybe with that, because there are threats against the black's moyo. Anyway, in the game white connected, black then didn't want to connect. Interesting. Played from above, and then managed to squeeze white a bit. Black connects, and then the left side is decided, so now it's time to think of the moyo again. And where does white play? Jumps. Calm move. Again, calm move. Not start making complications yet. For now, let's play this, and still the agi will be left. Interesting. Black played exchanges, and then this one. This is a bit questionable, because there is such a moyo to fight for. But actually, if you count how much this move values, it's huge. There is one thing that it creates some weakness in white shape like this, so white will answer like that. But even if we forget about this weakness, just let's say that it looks like that. How big is this move? Can you guess? I counted, and to me it looks that this move is worth 20 and 1/3 of a point. So let's say 20 points. Because after this move, this will be black center, this will be black center, this will be black center. So in the end, it looks like this. Black still has 1/3 of a point because black can play that ko. And here there are so many points in black's area, and so few in white's. And on the other hand, if it is white who manages to get this move, then later white's continuation will be center. So then the expected result is like this. A big difference. I counted 20 points. So 20 points is a big move, but there is still very undecided position on the right, and now white starts a fight. And well, this fight was very complicated. Black played now a very strong move to destroy white's eye shape. Good one. So not easy for white to make life, but there are still weaknesses from the other side, so now white tries to use them. And even though the 4 stones die, white manages to at least save these. So this is the compromise. Actually not a bad result for white. Then black played this as a probing move, and then continues putting pressure on white. I will not go into details of this fight because this is just too complicated, and in the end white manages to get out with the group. So this was one fight which finished with a compromise, but there is actually another one upcoming. For now, black played a very solid move, just captured 3 white stones. I don't know if I would play this, because black would still put some pressure and maybe play somewhere else. How big is it? 8 points, right? Because black captures 3 stones, and like this white captures 1. But there is another thing to this story. If white captures this stone, or probably plays it with a stronger move, then later white could cut here, and if black answers, then later maybe even attack these 2 stones. So that's why black chose to play this 8 points move right now, because it also has a strategical meaning. But now white gets center, tries to get a bit better shape. Black fights, and then there is a big disagreement between the 2 players. Black pushes in before playing this move. Basically, black needs to play this move to connect back the 3 stones. But before playing it, black thinks that he could play a center exchange. But white doesn't want to just answer, and white says that white could answer in an active way. But then black says, all right, if you play this move, then I am going to split you. But then white goes into black's area, and then black goes into white's area. So a big fight suddenly appears. White played another move and then connects, so that black's group gets disconnected, and now black is in trouble. But white's group is also in trouble. It will be a capturing race. Atari, play here, white destroys black's eyes, and black destroys white's eyes. White plays here, black destroys white's eyes. Now where should white play? White plays this move first, and black connected. Maybe it was best for black to actually Atari, even though there is this risk. It starts a direct call. If black wins the call, white loses all the group. In fact, this direct call is maybe even better for black, because if white wins it and captures back, black can afterwards still recapture. And if white connects, well, maybe black is dead locally, but still at least black can get the moves on the outside. So still there is some agi left. So anyway, black would just start a call, instead black connected. And now, yeah, this is an interesting capturing race. We could read how to play correctly, but actually there was an even bigger move on the board. While the fight was happening, black found time to play this wedge, Atari, and now black can cut off white's group and kill it. And actually this group is very big. So the groups on the top are also big, but this one is already dead. 35 points probably, or even more. And on the top, maybe each of these groups is worth 20 or 20 plus, but on the top it will be only a call, and no matter who plays, it will be a call. If white now plays away and black goes here, white can still kill black in call, maybe a few step call, but still it's a call. So it was better to play this one. And if playing on the top, where should be white's move? White now made a silly mistake. So white should now crawl. This gives an additional liberty to white. If white plays like this is what happened in the game, and black blocks, white cannot connect because white will lose the semi by 1 liberty, the capturing race. So white needs to fight a call. But this is an unfortunate call for white because it is 2-step. Okay, white can connect, but this move is a threat for black. Then that move is also a threat for black. The point is that it's a direct call, which black takes first. And what happens if white crawls? Let's see. Black blocks, then white plays this move. Black needs to take back, and we can already see that it looks bad for black. There is an additional black stone. It's just the same position as we looked at before, but with an additional black stone. Magic. We managed to destroy black's liberty for free. And now it's not a direct call. Now white can just connect, right? White connects and black is dead. So now it is not even a call, because we got 1 more liberty with this scroll. So remember this scroll, don't make this mistake yourself. And now Chun Fang in the game also played this move, which leads to a call. And if white played like this, it would be a dead group of black. Black played this move, and now it's a call, but if white adds a move in the center, it will still be a call, so white manages to add that 1 more move and then still fight that call. And actually white manages to find threats which put pressure on the group of black on the left side. And by putting that pressure, white managed to also get quite some advantage. So right now, if black continues the call, that move will be another threat, and white got some points here, some strength there. White will not cut off this stone, but will get a few additional points. So this was a good news for white, and also there are so many threats that maybe black will never manage to win the call. So at this moment, black thought that, well, it doesn't make sense to give white more and more and then still lose the call. So black just added the move, but then white won the call. And if white wins this call, then white has just more. The game finished a few points for white. So that's it about this game.